It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints, and it comes your way next.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Young to throw it. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Young. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Fielded at the 33. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Carr now to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Carr going to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, 68 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st down, Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and 7. Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down 7-0, 44 seconds to go.
Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Connecting with Johnson and brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well